Okay, let's go. We start by lying down on your back. To get warm, we now do a few deep abdominal breaths in a simple stretching position to stretch your pelvic floor. Put your legs together so that the feet are touching. Pull your legs up slightly so that your knees are at about a 90-degree angle. Let your legs relax and let your knees fall outwards naturally. At first, it is unlikely that your knees will fall to the floor, so just let your knees fall as far as you can. If this creates too much tension in your groin, you can also put blocks or just a thick pillow under your knees as a support to take some tension out. You should now feel a slight pull in the groin, which is due to the fact that we are now literally spreading your pelvis. Stay in that position and take a few deep breaths. In through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Be completely relaxed. Relax all your muscles and try not to tense your legs or stomach. When you are completely relaxed, take a few more vigorous breaths. Consciously inhale all the air into your stomach. Your stomach might really blow when you do this. Breathe deeply and long into your stomach, almost as if you wanted to press air into your pelvis. Hold your breath for a second and then press the air out of your mouth with a strong breath. And then do that again right away. Inhale a lot of air slowly, deep into your stomach and pelvis so that your stomach rises. Then stop for a second and exhale forcefully out your mouth. Repeat this deep abdominal breath in this position 2 or 3 more times and then continue to breathe normally. Next, we stay with the groin. Stretch out both legs and then first raise one leg, again at an angle of approximately 90 degrees. Now let your knee fall outwards as far as you can. Make sure that you don't turn your body along with it. Both shoulder blades and your buttocks lie on the floor. Now place your hand on your knee and try to apply light pressure to push your knee a little further than normal to the floor. But do it slowly and you shouldn't experience any pain, just a slight pull in the groin. You can increase the pressure bit by bit if you notice your knee dropping further and further. It is also very important to not tense your stomach. Let your breath be relaxed and continue to breathe into your stomach. Hold this position for about 30 to 60 seconds, then switch to the other side. So first make both legs long again, raise the other leg and slowly let the knee fall outwards. With your hand now, apply slight downward pressure on your knee so that you can feel a slight pull in your groin and inner thigh. Continue to breathe. Always deeply and, above all, for a long time. How does that feel? Do you notice a tingling sensation in the groin or even in the lower abdominal area? This is good because now you are stretching muscles that may be too short and making them flexible. Switch back to the other side so that you stretch each side twice for 30 to 60 seconds each time. Then on to the next exercise. Now let's go to the back and the glutes. Continue to lie on your back and stretch out your legs. Now take a leg and pull it straight towards your body with your knee bent, as if you wanted to touch your chest with your knee. Then grab your knee with both hands and hold the knee in this position. Now breathe deeply again and then use your hands to pull your knee even further towards your rib cage. Very slowly, so that you can now feel a pull in your hamstring, and you may also feel a pull right into your glutes. Hold the tension, and when you feel that the tension is releasing a little, push a little further. But to begin with, it is always better to do less than more, because your muscles have to get used to this over the next week. Hold this position again for 30 to 60 seconds, then put your leg down again and then do the same on the other side. Pull your leg in, wrap your hands around the knee and try to pull your knee towards your chest. If it's better for you, you can also go under the knee with your hands and encircle your thigh. Do this stretch for 30 to 60 seconds and twice on each side. Great, you're already fully in it, and now we are going to go a little further. Often your buttocks are also affected by a lot of sitting, which is why we now want to stretch these and the surrounding muscles. So stay on your back and this time place both legs next to each other. Now put one leg across the other, as if you wanted to cross your legs. Rest your ankle comfortably on the knee of the other leg. Now breathe calmly and make sure that the crossed leg is at a 90-degree angle to your other leg. So now with both hands, grab hold under the back of the knee of the leg that you have set up and try to pull the knee back to your chest. It doesn't matter at first if you lift your upper body a little off the floor. It is important to encircle and hold your leg tightly. To do this, bend or straighten your leg as required. It is now important that you feel a stretch in the buttocks of the crossed leg. Do it very carefully. Many muscles are now tense, so be careful not to cramp. If you feel comfortable, pull your knee further towards your chest, and you can feel a nice stretch in one of the buttocks. Of course, continue to breathe normally with your stomach again. Do the stretch for 30 to 60 seconds and then very carefully place your leg back on the floor. And now the whole thing on the other side again. Cross your leg, bring your hands under the back of your knees and then pull your leg back towards your body from this starting position. You should now feel a strong pull in your other buttock. And if you breathe slowly and deeply, you may notice how the muscles literally give way and you can pull your leg closer and closer to your chest. But please go slowly, we don't want to overdo it. Hold this position again for 30 to 60 seconds. Awesome. We now do the whole thing again for each side, so that you stretch each side twice for 30 to 60 seconds each time. Nice. Maybe you have already felt spots in your body that have not been active for a long time. Perhaps you have also noticed that one of the stretches is hardly possible for you and literally blocks everything. And that is also okay. Every person is different and it just takes time to become flexible again. But let's go ahead and move on to the next exercise. Loosen your legs a little in between and let your legs swing back and forth in the air or shake them a little with your legs outstretched. We come now to the frog stretch. To do this, you are on your back again. This time, pull both knees towards your upper body. The goal now is to encircle your ankles with your hands. You can also briefly lift your upper body again if you need to. Now, lay your upper body down again and hold your ankles tight. Your legs can be very angled and your knees pointing far outwards. You should feel tension in your thighs and groin again during this stretch. Pull your feet as close to your upper body as you can and keep breathing calmly and evenly. When you take a long exhalation, pay attention to how your deep pelvic muscle groove feels. If it pulls something now, that's okay too. Just don't overdo it, but make sure that your muscles are stretched nicely. With every inhalation and exhalation, you will probably find that it gets easier and the pulling subsides. And that's a good sign, because now the muscle is being stretched again. Remain in this position for 30 to 60 seconds, then put your feet back down. Take a 30-second break and then repeat the stretch a second time. Alright, next we come to a stronger stretch before we get into the relaxation phase. We are now going to do a classic hamstring stretch. These are quite large muscles on the back of your thigh. This time sit down and stretch your legs out in front of you. Now, pull in one leg as if you wanted to cross-legged with it. Place the sole of your foot on the inside of your opposite thigh. You now need a belt, a piece of rope or a strap that you can put around the foot of the outstretched leg. Hold on to the strap as you loop it around your foot and then pull your upper body towards your foot as far as it will go. You should feel a lot of tension in the back thigh of the outstretched leg. If possible, grab the strap a little further to pull a little more towards your foot. You can also raise your upper body a little to increase the tension. In this position, inhale and exhale calmly and hold the position again for 30 to 60 seconds. Then slowly let go and repeat everything for the other leg. Do this exercise again twice for each leg, each for 30 to 60 seconds. So now we've stretched a lot, it's time to mobilize the hips. To do this, sit upright and put your legs upright at a 90-degree angle. Support yourself with your arms behind your upper body and let yourself fall back slightly so that the position is relaxed. Now tilt your legs in the same direction from one side to the other. Move your hips as much as you can. Let them rotate properly. Just make sure you keep both hands on the ground. Only your hip is now rotating from one side to the other. If you can, see if you can even touch the ground with both knees. Movement is everything here, so do the exercise slowly for about 1 minute. Then take a short break and repeat the exercise again. Very good. And now we come to the ultimate exercise, in which we want to stretch one of the most important muscles again, your abdominal muscles, which are often shortened and can be at least partly responsible for a variety of symptoms. For this exercise, called a cobra, you lie flat on your stomach and stretch your legs out long. Place your arms at your sides and now support yourself first with your elbows and then slowly with your hands. If that doesn't work, stick to your elbows initially. It is important here that you feel a stretch in the lower abdominal muscle area and pubic bone area. Support yourself. If possible, stretch your arms all the way and look straight ahead. Now breathe in and out very slowly but deeply. Do you feel the tension in your lower abdomen? Leave your buttocks and pelvis completely relaxed and do not tense anything. Only with your arms do you press yourself into a hollow back position and feel the tension in your stomach. Inhale deeply and exhale long and fully. Hold this position for 1 to 2 minutes this time. Especially in the beginning, it is better to do less than more and then slowly lay down again. Take a 1-minute break and then repeat the exercise, again holding the position for 1 to 2 minutes. And that's almost it. The last exercise is a relaxation exercise. To do this, first sit on your feet in a squatting position, completely relaxed. The knees are relatively close together and you now slowly bend forward. Extend your hands to support yourself and let your upper body fall gently over your knees. Now feel your way forward a bit by bit with your hands until it is no longer possible. The upper body is completely relaxed and you may feel a pull in your buttocks and lower back. If it's too strong, pull your hands a little closer to you and support yourself more. In this position, breathe in and out deeply. Let all the tension flow through your back and buttocks. Make sure your pelvis is completely relaxed and just breathe. Hold this position for about 60 seconds. And then sit up for a short break before we repeat this exercise a second time. And done. You've successfully completed your stretching routine. Some exercises may have felt intense, some were more relaxed. Stay tuned now, because with every stretch, your muscles, tissues and joints become more flexible again. See you next time.